Public toilets are a vital part of urban infrastructure. For many in Bengaluru, from street vendors to gig workers, access to clean and safe toilets isn't just a convenience, it's a necessity. Take for instance the lives of Lakshmi and Zakir in Devra Chikkanahalli. While Zakir uses a nearby liquor shop's washroom, Lakshmi refrains from eating or drinking through the day till she reaches home. Every day, thousands of individuals rely on public toilets, but using these facilities can be a daunting experience for many. In 2014, India launched the Swachh Bharat Mission, a nationwide effort to eliminate open defecation and improve sanitation. Urban sanitation, particularly public toilets, still struggles to meet the growing needs of cities like Bengaluru. Women especially face the biggest brunt, as explained by Karnataka vocalist Archana Priyadarshini.
You have your periods in the middle, that's actually now everybody is speaking about it, and they have to go change their pads or change anything. If there's no public toilet, it's going to be very uncomfortable, even for the pregnant women if they're just walking, and shopping somewhere, and they have to pee so many times. And about the cleanliness, now I think most of the women are actually having a lot of urinary tract infections, because of the untidy environments or untidy toilets everywhere. So I think it needs to be kept really clean. I think it's also, public responsibility. When they're using, they have to use it very clean, and also the government responsibility where they have to maintain really good public toilets. Yeah.
Today, Bengaluru is home to over 803 public toilets, according to data released by the Solid Waste Management Department in August 2023. But this number falls short of serving its rapidly growing population, which expands by nearly 3% each year. From inadequate maintenance to the complete shutdown of 229 e-toilets, the situation demands urgent attention. In response to public concerns, the BBMP laid out plans to construct 356 new toilets, including 100 she toilets designed to address the needs of women in congested areas. Public toilets must cater to the needs of everyone: women, men, transgender people, the elderly, and those with disabilities. An investigation was conducted by the Centre for Disability, Justice and Inclusion and Centre for Gender Studies research centres established at the School of Law, RV University in Bengaluru. They looked at 65 public toilets in the city and they observed a clear divide.
So the study primarily focuses on the condition of public toilets, and as you must have seen, most of the study they focus primarily on the cleanliness of public toilets. We wanted to go beyond that. We wanted to see how public toilets are designed by themselves. So basically, how is their state and whether their state encourages their use by the public. So we have gone ahead from their regular maintenance. We have already also covered that, but we have also covered various design features like whether they are available, whether we have proper route maps to locate it. We have also gone ahead and see how comfortable is their usage, how easy it is for people to maintain their civic responsibilities while they are visiting the toilets, or how accessible it is for a person with disabilities, and whether we have toilets for transgender. So how inclusive is the entire design infrastructure. Apart from that, yes, whether it caters to the diverse needs of diverse group of people like gig workers, like street vendors who are more dependent on public toilets than the other public.
Some toilets are in dire condition, particularly in railway stations and bus stands, while others, located in markets or parks, fare slightly better. The quality and accessibility of toilets vary greatly across the city's zones, with South Bengaluru having the most accessible toilets, but areas like Yelahanka and Dasarahalli remain underserved. A few students who were part of the research speak to South First about their experience on the field.
The first toilet which we went to, it did have a board that there are sanitary napkins available, so there is facility. But then when we inquired, we found out that it wasn't there, but if you ask the male staff, then they would get it for you, which is not likely that a woman would go to a male staff generally and ask for a sanitary napkin, and they bring it for them from some shop.
Which was this?
This was the same, Lal Bagh West Gate.
We found two transgender toilets in our study. Basically, one was in Shivaji Nagar bus stand and one was in KR Market. So we could identify that it was a transgender toilet because of the symbolic representation and the signages used. Moreover, this was very interesting for me because out of the number of toilets that we have investigated, there were only 2 toilets that actually had this facility.
South First went on a ground report to Church Street and Commercial Street to see exactly what the situation was. In spite of the large number of people who come to Church Street daily and the vendors present over there is no public toilet present. Even Brigade Road has none.
Public, they will come to my shop, then they will ask where is the washroom, then we will send to my friend shop, otherwise some malls like Matthew, like other shops, we will send there. We're requesting to government, they have to adjust something in washrooms near Church Street or MG Road, they will adjust.
No, there are no public toilets here. I think for a pregnant woman or for an old woman who is actually coming here and working, I think it will definitely be very uncomfortable for them, and they cannot use anything. I think it's a government's responsibility to have public toilets everywhere, at least in the shopping areas. So that's what I think they have to look to it in the future.
The only available public toilet is near the MG Road metro entrance, which people do not know about. With no signboards to direct people there, it is sparsely utilized. One of the oldest and busiest shopping areas of the city, a woman tells us that she has to be careful while drinking water before she goes shopping and rushes home soon to use the loo.
Commercial Street, there is no loo, nothing, no marking, nothing. We have to go back home, and then गवर्नमेंट से मेरी ये रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज़ 1 या 2 कम से कम बनवा दीजिए ताकि हम लोग भी थोड़ा इजीली शॉपिंग करके जाएं. वी हैव टू रश बैक टू होम एंड आवर ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन, सो दैट इज़ अ ग्रेट प्रॉब्लम फॉर देम.
There is one public toilet near Commercial Street, but with no signboards available anywhere and a good walk away, shoppers are forced to head to malls to use the washroom. Professor Sharma spoke about why, in spite of public toilets available at certain places, women especially do not use them.
Major glaring fact was about the first was the location of the toilet. So certain toilets were located in very isolated areas. If they are located in isolated areas, even if a woman is able to locate it, I'm sure she won't be able to use it because she might not want to go and use it, right? Or even sometimes, even especially because if there are lightning concerns in the evening, if a toilet is located in an isolated area and in a very dark area, she will probably not use it, right? And the second fact was they were situated very closely to all the male toilets, so there were no privacy. And specifically because if you're standing in the general area, you're able to view the male user as well as the male user is able to view you. There were issues like there were locks that were available outside the stall, which do not serve any utility, but which can cause a safety hazard if a woman is locked inside the toilet.
As Bengaluru grows, so must its public infrastructure. Public toilets are not just about sanitation, they represent dignity, equity, and inclusion. So let's build a more inclusive Bengaluru. Dignity for all starts with clean and accessible public toilets.